There are quite a few female tennis players believing that they can compete with males and discover that it's not as easy as they might believe. There have been numerous high-profile tennis matches involving men and women. Despite the men often having the upper hand in these matches, some believe that the top women in the world can compete with the men. Hey there guys, you're watching Tennis Experts. Make sure to like this video and we know you're going to love this one. Phil Neer vs Helen Wills Moody. Neer, a native of Portland, was among the West Coast's first male tennis players to attain national recognition. In 1918, he and his partner Don Gilman won the Oregon State Doubles Championship, and in 1919, he finished second in the National Junior Doubles and won the Pacific Northwest Singles titles. He won the British Columbia Men's Singles titles and the Oregon State Singles Championship the following year. Neer attended Stanford University and won the NCAA Men's Tennis Championship in 1921, being the first player from a Western US university to do so. Neer and his partner Jim Davies won the NCAA Doubles Championship a year later, becoming the first non-Ivy League combination to do so. Helen Newington Wills was an American tennis player. She was also known by her married names Helen Wills Moody and Helen Wills Rourke. Throughout her career, she won 31 Grand Slam event titles, including 19 singles wins. Wills was the first American woman athlete to become a global superstar, establishing connections with royalty and movie stars despite her penchant for remaining out of the spotlight. She was recognized for her elegant form and flowing movement. Helen Wills Moody, a prominent player in the 1920s and 30s, regularly practiced against males. On January 28th of 1933, she played her friend and sometimes mixed doubles partner Phil Neer in an exhibition match in San Francisco, defeating him in straight sets of 6-3 and 6-4. Neer was also the 8th-ranked American male player at the time, while Moody was the defending Wimbledon winner. Bobby Riggs vs Margaret Court. Robert Larimore Riggs, who was born on February 25th of 1918 and died on October 25th of 1995, was a tennis champion from the United States who was world number 1 amateur in 1939 and world number 1 professional in 1946 and 1947. On December 26th of 1941, he played his first professional tennis match. As a 21-year-old amateur in 1939, Riggs won the Wimbledon Singles Championship and the US National Championship and finished second in the French Championship. He won the US Championship again in 1941 after finishing second the previous year. He also won the men's doubles and mixed doubles at the 1939 Wimbledon Championships. Margaret Court ACMBE is an Australian retired former number 1 tennis player and Christian preacher. Her 24 major singles championships and a total of 64 major titles are most in tennis history. Court was founded in Albury in New South Wales. At the age of 17, she won her first 7 straight Australian Open singles in 1960. With her victory at Wimbledon in 1963, she completed a career Grand Slam just at the age of 21. The most famous tennis fight of the sexes occurred in 1973 when Bobby Riggs, winner of the Wimbledon men's singles titles in 1939, was 55 and still played some tennis in 1973 but was well past his peak. On Mother's Day of 1973, he defeated female player Margaret Court 6-2 and 6-1. Court had won the Grand Slam in 1970 and was at the top of her game. Bobby Riggs vs Billie Jean King. Riggs was born and raised in Los Angeles' Lincoln Heights area, the 6th of 6 children born to Agnes and Gideon Wright Riggs, a clergyman. As a child, he was an accomplished table tennis player, and when he began playing tennis at the age of 12, he was rapidly befriended and subsequently mentored by Esther Bartosh, Los Angeles' 3rd-ranked female player. He quickly began to win boys and then juniors events, relying primarily on speed and ball control. Billie Jean King, or Billie Jean Moffitt, was an American tennis player whose impact and playing style enhanced the prestige of women's professional tennis beginning in the late 1960s. She won 39 majors titles during her career, participating in both singles and doubles. King's was always athletic. She initially gained public prominence and when she and Karen Hance won the Wimbledon doubles tournament in 1961, becoming the youngest pair to do so. She went on to win a record 20 Wimbledon championships, which started in the year 1966 and continued till 1979, making her country proud. In the era where women were not supported as much as today, she did so well that people were shocked and were left amazed. We wonder if you've got the skills to smash that subscribe button as hard as these players do. Because if you can, then prove it. Do it right now. Also, since you're already going to smash that subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button as well. King comfortably defeated Riggs in straight sets 6-4, 6-3, and 6-3. What's the point of a female champion of the day defeating an old guy long past his prime? Can't say, but you can surely add your viewpoint down in the comment section below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Jimmy Connors vs Martina Navratilova. James Scott Connors was born on September 2nd of 1952 and is a former world number 1 tennis player from the United States. From 1974 through to 1977, he held the top ATP ranking for a then record 160 consecutive weeks for a career total of 268 weeks. Connors still owns 3 important Open-era men's singles records: 109 championships, 1,557 matches played, and 1,274 match victories. His titles include 5 US Opens, 2 Wimbledons, and 1 Australian Open, a joint Open-era record 5 US Opens, 3 year-end championships, and 17 Grand Prix Super Series victories. Navratilova was the world's number 1 in singles for 332 weeks and for a record 237 weeks in doubles, making her the only player in history to have maintained the top place in both disciplines for more than 200 weeks. She won 167 top-level singles titles and 177 doubles titles, both Open-era records. In 1983 and 1984, she set a record by winning 6 consecutive singles championships whilst also completing the Grand Slam in doubles. Navratilova has the greatest professional season winning percentage of 98.8% in 1983 and the longest all-surface winning streak of 74 straight matches. Martina Navratilova played for the retired Jimmy Connors on September 25th of 1992 at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. Navratilova lost 7-5, 6-2 despite having 2 serves to Connors 1 and playing on the doubles court. Karsten Braasch vs the Williams sisters. Karsten Braasch, who was born on July 14th of 1967, is a former professional tennis player from Germany. His highest ATP singles ranking was 38 in June 1994. In doubles, his career best was world number 36, which he attained in November of 1997. In 1994, he not only won 6 ATP doubles titles, but also advanced to 1 ATP singles final. He was also known for his service motion and smoking habit during changeovers. The Williams sisters are 2 very popular professional American players: Venus Williams, a 7-time Grand Slam title winner, and Serena Williams, a 23-time Grand Slam title winner, both of whom were coached from an early age by their parents, Richard Williams and Racine Price. The Women's Tennis Association has placed both sisters as world number 1 in singles and doubles. After the French Open in 2002, Venus and Serena Williams were rated number 1 and number 2 in singles respectively, marking the first time in history that sisters claimed the top 2 places. He won 6-1 against Serena and 6-2 against Venus. Serena later explained, "I had no idea it would be this difficult. I struck strokes that would have been winners on the women's tour, and he simply got to them." Serena Williams, then 18 and rated 4th in the world, reopened the issue of whether women could compete with men in professional sports in 1999. The US Open winner felt that she could compete with and defeat the top men's players. She even asked for a wildcard entrance to compete in men's singles events, the Eurocard Open, but this did not happen, mostly because she was not a man. And with this, we have come to the end of this video, but that's not all. For more such amazing content, make sure you subscribe to our channel and check out more such amazing videos on our channel. Thank you for joining us again, and we'll see you in the next one.